Hello again, and welcome back to the Make Me Believe podcast. Join us by the campfire, our campfire crew, as I, the host, Adrian.
Yep. You were so close.
Damn it, I was so close.
And
okay.
you should start
And
it
I
by
started.
saying you did so great. You were so close.
I
And
was
I
so-
saw you hesitate. I saw it in your eyeballs. You should say hello, campfire crew.
Hello, campfire crew.
Welcome back to the Make Me Believe podcast. Join us around the campfire as I tell my wife, Kaylyn, do you want to say hi? And then I go, hi. Scary stories in the hopes of making her believe in the supernatural.
Okay, should I edit all this part out and try this again?
Sure.
Okay.
You keep saying that and you never edit it out.
I know, I think it's hilarious. Okay.
I don't think anybody else does.
Hello, campfire crew. Welcome back to the Make Me Believe podcast. Join us by the campfire as I, the host, tell my beautiful wife, Kaylyn, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Some scary stories in the efforts of making her believe in the supernatural, the ultranatural, and anything that goes bump in the night.
And I, Kaylyn, that's
you?
me, don't believe that you, Adrian, you want to say hi?
Hi, hello.
Are succeeding in that at all.
I think I am.
I think you're failing miserably.
I don't think so. I think you're tricking yourself into thinking that I'm failing.
No, I don't have to trick myself at all.
Are you sure? I don't know.
100%.
It's seeming like I'm winning. I'm gaining ground.
If you need to think that, I will let you think that. It's okay.
I do need to think that, and
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you want to think that, I will not burst your bubble of you living in a world of imagination.
You know what? I do believe that I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to hear me make Adrian really mad right now?
You're going to take a bite of your sandwich, aren't you?
Yes, I am going to take a bite of my sandwich, but do you know what I'm dipping my grilled cheese sandwich in?
What do you, when are you dipping your grilled cheese in?
Ketchup.
I don't know why. It's a common thing. People dip it in tomato soup and ketchup. And I love me some ketchup. But I don't know. I think grilled cheese is just perfect by itself. And just add, like, it's one of the rare things where I'm like, you don't need to add anything to it.
This coming from the guy who wants sauce on everything.
Everything. Kaylyn last night made some here we are.
Monday.
Welcome to the Haunted Oven podcast. And Kaylyn made some amazing Parmesan chicken, and it was delicious. But the whole time I'm eating it, I'm just like, man, I could use a little bit of sauce, because it was juicy, it was flavorful, everything was hitting. I mean, this is a wonderful meal. Thoroughly enjoyed it. In the back of my mind, I was like, I don't know, let's add a little bit of sauce to this. And it just she thinks I'm crazy.
I do.
What do y'all think? Y'all think I'm crazy?
He's crazy.
I'm not crazy. Add a little bit of, come on, chicken Parmesan. Yeah, add a little bit of red sauce to it.
No, you just eat that. You get some mashed potatoes, some macaroni and cheese, and you go to down.
Okay. All right. Listen, we're gonna fight over this.
You can, but you didn't eat this food till I came around.
This is true.
And this is how it's been eaten my entire life. So if you want to fight somebody, you fight my mom.
You do what you gotta do.
Good luck.
But I will let you know. I've had some chicken Parmesan, and I usually have it with some sauce. You're dipping the sandwich inches away from my face, and you're a butt. Evil woman. All right. So, how are you doing today? I ask as you have a mouthful of sandwich. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We had a great day.
You had a great day?
Yep. We got school done. Everything was done before 2:00.
Ooh.
And they had tests that they had to do today. And they were golden. We made all of our, and they had very little corrections, which means whatever they're reading, they're actually remembering or putting the effort. I'm loving it. We didn't have any fighting, no nothing. And then I told him, I said, because we're in Texas and it's December, and for some reason it's 65 degrees outside today.
Mm-hmm. It's a little chilly.
So we're having our annual Christmas party on Friday.
Yes, we are.
And so I am trying to get the backyard cleaned up because at least my dad, your friend, they're going to want to smoke cigars.
Yes. Can I be part of that?
I don't care.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. That's fantastic.
We can go get you some cigars.
Let's do it.
But the patio is terrible because certain individuals who will remain unnamed, all the boys in my house,
Mm.
including the one that you can hear talking in a little bit, they don't ever pick up the back patio, ever. Luis, if you're listening to this, please let Adrian's mother know that he still does not
And we're
clean up
going
after
on to
himself.
commercial break. Hi, welcome back. That was a weird
I
commercial.
know, it's super weird.
That was super
Anyway,
weird.
so we're cleaned it up, and then, we have a dog,
Yes.
and so dogs,
Yeah, we will
they,
clean up.
they
You clean
yeah.
up the stuff.
So I had 2 jobs. 1, I needed some bins cleaned out with water. 2 was cleaning up after the dog. And I was like, which job would a 9-year-old prefer more? And he was like, I will definitely take the bucket one, Mom. I got this. And then got drenched.
Yes, I come home and we have a little Zoom meeting that me and Noah, the youngest, have to get to on this particular day. And I was like, come on, we're running late. And so we jump on the Zoom meeting and I was like, sit on the couch with me. He sits on the couch and he leans on me and the dude's clothes are drenched. And so it's making my arm wet and it's making my side and then he gives me a hug. Like he just wraps his arm around me and just like kind of nuzzles in. I'm like, you little punk, look at you. This is what you're doing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's slightly diabolical. You know
A little
that?
bit.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Noah, the youngest,
Mhm.
we also have a new young listener added on to this podcast that we found out over the weekend. Yeah, yeah. So, I was informed today that Noah
Yesterday.
yesterday? What day is it? I don't know.
I made the Parmesan chicken on Monday.
Uh-huh.
The
That was
boys
yesterday.
came home on Tuesday. We
Uh-huh.
went to Ice and Bass Pro last night on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And we told you on Tuesday
Tuesday.
because he told me Tuesday morning
This
this information.
this has been Monday number 3 for me, okay?
I'm sorry.
So, I was told yesterday, Tuesday apparently, that Noah has this podcast downloaded onto a little MP3 player and he's listening to it. And I think that is super adorable. That little punk. Love you, bud.
He said, I'm only on the first episode though, Mom. I'm starting at the beginning
Mm,
and I'm gonna go all the way.
all the way.
And I said, okay. And I said, you're on the first one right now? And he goes, yeah, I've listened to it a little bit. He goes, but I just want to support you guys and what you're doing. And I was like, oh
Aw.
my gosh, you're so cute.
He's so adorable. I love him.
This coming, what, like a week, 2 weeks after we said the boys, we would not let them listen to this?
Yeah. Surprise!
Yeah. So, yeah, we've had a good day because
Okay.
we got the yard all taken care of.
Mhm.
Still got to be mowed in the back, but the old one mowed the front. And we're
Yeah.
trying to get those things ready. And because we've got to,
Working on it.
you've got stuff to do tomorrow.
Hmm?
The boys have karate tomorrow.
Hmm.
We still haven't put up the Christmas lights out front.
This is true.
And then we have our Christmas party on Friday. We have breakfast with Santa on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And I think you're recording with Connor on Saturday because he's in town.
Yes, he's in town. We'll be doing our first ever in-person interview. Oh, not interview.
Kind of,
Recording.
sort of in-person interview with each other.
Yeah. We're gonna just see how that goes. Meeting the dude for the first time. Super excited.
Yeah.
So by the time this airs, I will have met the guy.
And
So
we'll hope that they both decided they still want to do this together.
yeah, hopefully. Hopefully.
But
And tomorrow, Thursday, me and Connor interview Carmela McNeil.
she's from Halloween?
Well, yes.
Okay, Halloween.
Yes, she played in
Ooh.
Halloween and Halloween. Oh my goodness,
But these
Halloween
are
Kills.
the new ones, not
Yes,
the original.
the new remake, not the remakes, but the rebooted.
Okay, yeah, because she looks like a baby, and there's absolutely no way
that she was in the
that
original.
she was in the
Correct.
original.
She was in the Rob Zombie Halloween movie.
Okay.
And then the 2018, and then she played in the Halloween Kills movie as Vanessa. So she's Sexy Nurse and Vanessa.
Okay.
Yeah, Sexy Nurse was in the Halloween. Vanessa is in the Halloween Kills.
Probably just Google her actual name and not Sexy Nurse, though. Just throwing that out there as an option.
I did Google Sexy Nurse.
Of course you did. How'd that work out for you? Did they give you her picture?
It gave me a lot of pictures.
One of the ones you were looking for, though, was
It
it?
was not the ones I was
Okay.
looking for, but let's
No.
just call it a happy accident.
No, we're not going to
No,
call it that.
we're not going to call it that.
No. But we
All right.
are going to talk about that you're going to do a recording in person with Connor on Saturday.
Yes.
And we've just got to get all of everything ready between now and then. And the dog. Let me tell you what the dog did.
Oh my goodness, what did the dog do?
Adrian clipped her nails tonight.
Uh-huh.
And I've always
This turd. All right, no, let me do this.
No,
all right,
no,
let me
hold-
talk about
You can
it.
tell it. Just hold on. Let me tell this part.
Okay.
I've always wanted to try this because she doesn't like baths either. And so I've heard that if you put peanut butter in a bowl or a plate or on the wall of your shower, that sometimes that will help the dog stay while you're bathing them or clipping their nails or whatever.
Yeah, kind of relax them.
Yeah. So I decided I was going to try that with Adrian clipping her nails because she does not like her paws touched.
Okay. So let me get into this. All right. So this dog, all the time, anytime I grab her paw, she always like yanks it.
Yeah.
And so I'm holding the freaking paw down. Like I got her between my legs, trying to hold the freaking dog
She's got
and clip her
super
nails.
long quicks.
Yeah, and she has very long quicks, so cutting them it's sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks.
And you can't grind. She does
No,
not.
and she does not like grind.
No.
She doesn't like anything with her damn feet.
Nope.
So Kaylyn's like, oh, let me get a bowl and some peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool, that's fine. And so we try it, and yeah, she didn't fight. She fought me just a little bit, but not as hard as she usually does.
Mostly when her mouth was full of peanut butter and she could be like recognize what was happening.
Yeah, when she had to take that like breathing break.
Yeah.
With peanut butter that you often take. And this turd. So Kaylyn was it you or Noah? Okay, so Kaylyn gave her the plastic bowl.
She was finished with her nails being clipped,
and so she gave her the plastic bowl with the rest of the peanut butter. And then I go to hang up something in the house, and I'm measuring stuff, and I'm drilling holes.
During this time of me handing it to her, he had something he was doing, getting the stuff ready to hang something up, and I'm sitting there talking to Noah or whatever it was I was doing. And speaking of the devil, here she is. And we just hear this loud noise. And I'm like, that's weird. But
crunch.
Okay, maybe she's got her bone. That's cool. Oh, we were outside. We were outside for some of it too, showing you the backyard.
Yes. And we come back. She's destroyed the bone.
No, not bone.
Not the bone, so bowl. Like, she has destroyed the bowl. This little turd
it into several pieces.
Just absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, so she's kind of, Adrian was mad at her. She's kind of in trouble, but she's too cute to stay in trouble.
She's over here with her head on my knee and wagging her tail. Okay,
she's just a baby.
Are you ready to get into the spooks today?
Oh, that depends entirely upon if these are going to be proper endings or not, because I'm not interested in cliffhangers.
Really?
Yeah. So if these are cliffhangers, I'm leaving now. I'm taking the dog and we'll go get some more peanut butter.
Okay. That's all right.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm tired of this crap.
Okay.
I'll go make another grilled cheese and we'll sit and do nothing all day.
That's rude.
I know.
Okay. So.
How many stories do you have?
I have 2.
2. Okay. Are there any longies?
There are.
Okay.
First one is going to be a longie.
Okay. Does it have a proper ending?
Sure.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Good. I do not believe you.
I'm glad you're learning.
You're so mean.
I know. It's great.
Telling your mom.
Yeah, I figured that would come, you tattletale.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Whatever.
Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Okay. Okay, this first story is called I Almost Walked Past It by Reddit user Gold Relationships 804. Now with this one, she also asked if we could credit her Instagram account. So I'm going to post that in our episode description. So here we go. Almost walked past him. When I first moved out on my own, I started taking late night walks. Not for exercise. Not because I had to. Just because I could. Nobody could tell me not to. I've always loved to go on walks. To me, they've always represented freedom. Being able to just go out into nature. To move as I please with no commitments to anybody. Now, I was in my own place. I didn't have to tell anyone where I was going. Ask whether it was too late, or if I could go on this route or that route. I love the feeling of it. Pulling on my coat whenever I wanted, slipping out into the quiet whenever the walls started to feel too close. I'd walked with my headphones in and hands buried in my pockets, letting my thoughts wander as far as my feet carried me. There was one route I loved more than any other. It took me past a college campus, along a long, straight main road, then towards an industrial estate of darkened science buildings and empty office blocks. Beyond that, the sidewalks thinned, warehouse walls pressing on one side, open farmland stretching endlessly on the other before dissolving into thin lines of trees. By the time I looped back home, I always felt lighter, calmer, like I'd shaken something loose inside my chest. I usually went between 10 and midnight,
No.
late enough to feel privacy,
No.
late enough to feel private, early enough to still feel safe. There were always a few cars, the odd worker heading home after a late shift, or a student wandering back after studying late in one of the offices. Always someone passing through. Enough movement to remind me I wasn't truly alone, but not so much I couldn't relax and enjoy my peace. My boyfriend at the time, now my husband, was over at my place. I'll call him Chris for the sake of my privacy. We've stayed up talking until nearly 1 in the morning, stuck in that hazy middle space where it's too late to do anything, but you're enjoying yourself too much to sleep. I suggested my walk. Chris hesitated, said it was too late, that the road would probably be empty. I shrugged it off. I'd walked it dozens of times without incident. Empty felt like part of the appeal. Eventually, he gave in and grabbed his coat. It was autumn. The air had a sharp electric cold that makes every breath feel thin and clean. A light frost glittering across the pavement under the orange streetlights. The kind of night that makes being outside feel peaceful and being inside later feel warmer. That point of year where you can feel the holidays slowly creeping up on you, and the chill in air just makes the coat feel cozier and your bed even more snug. The road was quieter than usual. One car passed us near the start. Then, nothing. We walked and talked softly. About nothing important. About everything. The kind of conversation you make when you're falling for each other and you have the night to yourselves. Halfway down the road, a bird let out a sudden shrill cry from the direction we had just walked. It sounded like a scream. We both jumped, then laughed at how easy it was to scare us. Neither of us wanted to admit the late hour and lonely road was getting to us. It's an omen, I joked. It's telling us not to turn back. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Far ahead of us under the streetlights, I noticed a figure in the road. At first, it barely registered. Just a silhouette drifting in and out of the orange glow. Hoodie, tracksuit bottoms, a man. He was walking in the same direction as us. Away. So my first reaction wasn't fear. Then, I noticed how he moved. He wandered from one side of the road to the other, like he couldn't hold a straight line. Occasionally stumbling. Every few steps, his head tilted awkwardly to one side. I assumed he was drunk. That actually made me feel calmer. Drunks are predictable. Unsteady, loud, usually more danger to themselves than anyone else. Then I noticed something else. He wasn't swaying because he was unstable. He was drifting because he kept twisting his head to look back at us.
What?
Not casually, not briefly, deliberately.
That's creepy. Go home.
Each time my body wandered, his face angled just enough to make sure we were still there. The chill hit instantly. The The kind that doesn't start on your skin. It starts by creeping down the back of your neck, making every hair stand on edge.
Go home.
My chest tightened for no clear reason, like my body had registered the danger before my mind could allow it. Without a word, Chris and I both slowed. Ahead of us was a turnoff I usually took. The wide, well-lit road that led properly into the industrial estates and stayed open all hours. But before that, along the sidewalk, was a much smaller side path. It slipped off behind a tall roadside sign and vanished into thick bushes, leading to a back gate at the rear of one of the buildings. It was used during the day and usually closed at night. The sign blocking it was about 5.5 feet tall, short for a road sign. In the summer, the low height stopped it from blocking the bushes and the flowers in bloom along the sidewalk. If someone stepped behind it and continued down that path, you wouldn't see them again at all. The man crossed the road. Then he moved behind the sign. Chris whispered, "Did he go into the bushes?" I leaned slightly, hoping, stupidly, that I wouldn't see him, because not seeing him would mean he's gone down the path. That he was no longer on the sidewalk with us. That he was no longer our problem. For one brief second, I didn't see him. Relief fluttered weakly in my chest. Then, my eyes dropped.
No.
At first, my brain refused to name what it was looking at. There was a darker shape pressed into the shadow at the base of the sign. Something too solid to just be darkness, but not enough to grasp what I was seeing. My thoughts stumbled uselessly over the image. I didn't want to understand it. "Chris," I whispered. Headlights appeared at the far end of the road. As the car approached, the light slid slowly across the pavement, climbed the metal face of the sign, and spilled underneath it. Legs. Bent at the knees, pulled tight to a crouched body, hiding, waiting. The sensation in my body was immediate and violent, like my stomach dropped straight through the ground, like all the air in my chest had been sucked out by some invisible force. My hands shook so badly, I had to curl them into my sleeves. If we hadn't hesitated to check, if we just kept walking, we would have passed him without ever knowing he was there. We turned around immediately. We didn't run. I was afraid that if we did, it would trigger something in him. That sudden movement would flip a switch from patience to pursuit. He was bigger than both of us. I didn't like the odds of outrunning him, and I was terrified of what would happen if I stumbled, if Chris slowed down for me, if he got hurt. So we walked. Fast, rigid, every nerve screaming between my shoulder blades and an icy cold running down my back. I looked back. He was in the road now, crossing over to our side,
No.
following us,
No.
not stumbling, not rushing, just keeping pace, close enough to make sure we were in sight, not enough to make us run. Chris booked an Uber as we walked. The pickup point was still several minutes away. We wouldn't have to stop or call the police right in front of him, but we knew rescue was coming. Every footstep sounded too loud. Glancing behind again, the man had drifted closer to the bushes along the sidewalk, staying where the street light thinned into the shadows. He never spoke, never called out, never hurried. The only sound he made was the occasional soft, steady tap of his shoes. No breathing, no rustling, just sound that meant that he was still there. We continued on, fighting the urge to run, praying our rescue would be quick. I looked back again. He was gone. That terrified me more than seeing him.
Yeah.
When the Uber's headlights finally appeared around the bend, relief hit me so hard my knees nearly buckled. The second we saw the car, we ran. And the second we ran, I heard footsteps again. Faster. He was running from the shadows across the road. We reached the car first. The driver had already slowed mid-turn. The doors unlocked as we grabbed the handles and threw ourselves inside. I slid in on the far side, staring blindly out the opposite window. Chris was on the side closest to the man. For a few unbearable seconds, there was nothing but glass and a few foot between them, between safety and whatever he intended to do. The doors locked, the car surged forward. As it completed the turn and we were facing back down the road, I saw him clearly for the last time, standing in the middle of the street, leaning forward slightly, staring straight at us. Then he jogged back into the bushes and vanished. The driver muttered, "Wow," under his breath, shook his head, and accelerated. We got home. We called campus security to the nearby college, terrified some student would have the same stupid idea as us, and then the police. All we could give was a vague description. A man just under 6 feet, gray tracksuit bottoms, hoodie, no clear face, no age, nothing that actually mattered. The operator sounded irritated, convinced, like we called about something trivial. He said that he would send someone to check the area. No one ever followed up.
Of course not.
The day after hit Chris harder than they hit me. He couldn't stop thinking about who it could have been. What if we saw them again? Maybe in town? Or walking the same path in the day? We wouldn't know who he even was. Would he recognize us? He wasn't trying to scare us, he said once. He was trying not to be seen. That's when the rest of it settled into place.
Oh, dear.
The road was too isolated. If you wanted an easy target to rob, the town center was 20 minutes away, full of drunks, distracted people. Instead, he chose a place where no one would hear anything, a place he would have to be patient, somewhere he would have to hope anybody at all walked down. I started keeping the lights on at home, checking behind doors, inside the wardrobe, under the bed. Every shadow felt temporary, like it might shift if I looked away too long. I kept wondering if he'd seen me walk that road before.
Probably.
Did we know him? What was he waiting there to do? And sometimes, late in the dark, I still think about how easily the timing could have changed. If we hadn't hesitated for a second, if I hadn't glanced down. No passing cars, no headlights, no hesitation. Just us, walking past a sign, never knowing what chose to wait on the other side. The end.
Oh, boy, howdy.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
It's like a slow build up and then bam. Like,
Bam.
it's like going up the roller coaster and you get to the top and then that's when all hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat.
I absolutely loved that.
First off, you're a moron for going out at 10 o'clock at night for a walk. Just throwing that out there.
Sorry.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. That's not
Safety
safe.
first.
That's not safe. That's not safe. Didn't you watch Criminal Minds? Did you seen Supernatural? Bad things happen.
Bad things happen.
Don't do it. I want to know what it was.
Yeah.
Who it was.
Yeah.
Like, was it a homeless person?
Mugger.
A mugger?
Maybe at the start of a serial killer.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a creature.
No, it was human.
Maybe.
Human.
Maybe. You want to know something?
Human.
You want to know something?
No.
We don't know.
Human.
We don't know.
We do know, though. It's
We don't.
human.
Do
We
we?
do. Yep, 100%.
Do we?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Listen, what I take away from this is, damn, that's creepy.
Do not go.
Great storytelling. Let me tell you, that was
That was
great.
good.
That was
Kept
a
you on your
great,
toes.
and the way you broke it down wonderfully. You definitely have, you're definitely a great writer, and
For sure.
and
We've got
I
more
want to read
stories.
more of your stuff.
Yeah.
Please send more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was great.
Is that something that came from their head, her head,
I
or
think it was real.
her
I mean,
own part?
I think that was a personal experience because she did talk about David, her now husband,
Chris.
Chris.
Where you
Sorry,
got
Chris.
David from?
I don't know. Listen, we don't need to talk about this. Don't ask about David. All right,
Name's Chris.
Chris.
For the privacy of the story, his name's Chris.
Yes.
Sorry,
and
Chris.
if I guessed it right, that's hilarious. I will post your social on our description.
Oh my goodness, that was
That was great.
wow.
Good
Yeah, I
job.
mean, you gotta wonder how many people think that it's okay to go out walking. And she normally goes alone, doesn't she?
Yes, I do like a good walk.
It's different. Guys can go for walks at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night
This is true.
and
We
have
can.
almost no problem. As a female, you cannot do that.
No. Good for you for bringing your boyfriend.
At first, I didn't when she said she was going to go for a walk, I thought she was going by herself.
Yeah.
I did not know until she's like, because at first I was super pissed at her. I was like, you are a moron.
Yeah.
You need to bring somebody. And then I heard her say we. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. She's a little bit smarter than I was giving her original credit for. So good job for bringing somebody because I wonder if she was by herself, if the creepy shadow man would have been
Hat Man.
no, would have been following her, or if he would have at that slow pace,
Yeah,
or if he would have just
the Whistling Man
taken off and chased her.
Yeah,
I wonder if because Chris was there, it had a different outcome for her instead of wondering who this was behind me with Chris with her. If all of a sudden, oh snap, we know who's here because he's chasing me and he's right there.
Yes.
I'm glad that the Uber was super quick.
Yes. And he had the doors unlocked already. Good on you.
Smart Chris for getting an Uber, man.
Yes. If you can go back into and find that driver, definitely 5 stars.
Right. Saved us from a serial killer.
Yeah, and then write a review.
Yeah.
Give him a review. Yeah. He owes it. I think he's
maybe be careful with that though, because if this serial killer sees that, then he'll know this guy's the guy who stopped him from claiming his victims and then kill him.
Yeah,
we don't want that.
And then he's after the Uber driver.
Yeah, and we don't want that.
Oh my goodness, this took a dark turn.
It did. I'm telling you.
I love it. Yeah, he's the whole time he's just like going over Uber reviews for that day.
Well, and you said that he was like staring at them. I'm like, oh crap. He is memorizing the license plate.
And in my head, whenever I was, I watch it in my head as I read it.
Yeah, no, so do I.
And so I have this little video going in my head of this. And then I imagine they get into the car, they get into the Uber, and it's driving away. And the Uber comes to like a slight bend, and you can't see anything. It's pitch black.
No.
And then, you touch the brake a little bit whenever you go for that bend.
Yeah.
Touch the brake, and it lights up, and there he is, just in the shadows, just watching.
He probably was. But it was good. It was smart when she said that they were turning around and walking back, and they were going to walk slow.
Yeah,
I was like, okay. I mean, I get that. And then she turns around, all of a sudden, she sees him. And he's following them. I'm like, oh crap, they can't go home. Like, he's going to know exactly where they live. Like, they can't do that. And then, bam, Chris.
That's whenever you pull out your parkour skills and start jumping through buildings.
That's when I just
pull out. And then I pull out my gun.
I pull out my little friend.
Yeah, mine was a South Park reference.
I know it is. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was a reference from something because I know you.
Wow.
Yeah. See, if I were to go, even when we go for walks here in the daylight with the dog, I have a knife.
Yeah.
Like I've got some kind of something every time.
Yeah, of course.
Because no.
Yeah. Use a woman.
So
And nothing against it.
no,
Don't. It's not the sexist thing.
no, but
It's a real life statistics thing.
well,
Women who go for a walk at 1 a.m. are statistically more likely to get attacked than women who don't. I feel like the math is there.
probably. I'm just not going. No, like I'm gonna take a weapon with me everywhere.
Say 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
All right. Hey, now that you said 1 a.m., that's a great segue into the next story. Wow.
You are such a butt munch. You're such a butt. I'm not done analyzing her thing yet, though, because that got my blood pumping, man.
I could see. I kept looking up over my phone, and I just see you, and you're like, what? And your expressions, and you were adjusting yourself in the chair. Great. All signs, great storytelling.
Ma'am, stop going for walks and move. You need to move.
Probably did. Probably did.
Like
the boyfriend went from a boyfriend to a husband.
Okay.
So unless you have like the world's quickest proposal, what is that? Engagement. Whenever you have the world's quickest engagement, and you're just like that night, guy like, hey, life's too short. Marry me. Like, all right, sweet. When do we get engaged? Or when do we get married? And you're like, courthouse opens at 7. I mean, we know it's after 1 a.m.
You think some form of courthouse opens at 7. You're so cute.
9?
You're so cute.
9? 10?
Probably more like 9. This
9?
is the government we're talking about here.
9. Working
but listen,
9 to
you don't.
5.
They were already. Seemed like they were already living together.
Oh, she was over. He
was over. He was over. Girl, move in with him right now. You need to know.
They
Girl,
married. I hope you are living together.
You need to
you are
move.
Married.
If you're still living there, you need to move. I also want to know when this took place.
All right, listen. If you truly listen to this episode, let me know that you and your husband ever move in together. We're on the edge of our seats. We're on the edge of our seats. You just gotta inform us, please.
I need to know when this took place and that you have moved. I need to know these things.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got some segue into 1 a.m. that's taking
oh my goodness, you said 1 a.m. again. She said the word of the day. Pee-wee's Playhouse? No? Okay, whatever. Moving on. Okay.
What?
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
What?
Did you ever watch Pee-wee's Playhouse?
No, I don't know what that is.
The answer is no then. Listen. You hurt me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't sound genuine with that.
Don't
sound genuine with that. You know you hurt me with whenever I pull out a reference, and you're just like, what? Oh,
reference
you and your pop
something
culture
from, my generation.
You're internally. Wait, are you talking about your internal generation or
your
internal generation?
Yes.
Okay. Howdy, Pilgrim.
I was watching a John Wayne clip today.
There you go. We did it. All right. Kaylyn got a pop culture reference. I mean, it's 40 years old at this point, but
you have a problem with it? He's still timeless, man.
Still timeless. All right.
Better watch it.
Okay. Are you ready for another story?
Bring it on.
All right. Here we go. This story is titled, I Don't Do 1 a.m. Walks Anymore.
Good.
There's a theme in this episode. Have you caught it?
Yeah, maybe you should not go outside at 1 a.m. to begin with, and then you wouldn't have to have this ridiculousness.
Says the night owl.
I don't go outside.
Says the night owl.
And if I do, I have a gun.
All right, everybody.
This is Texas.
She's got that Saturday night special. Anyways, I don't do 1 a.m. walks anymore. By Illustrious Ice 4720. 720.
Why didn't you just say that?
I don't know. I stumbled on that one. My bad. But if that rings a bell, we read another one of his stories. Don't go outside. It's the one with the alien invasion.
I thought that username sounded familiar.
Yes, that was a really good one.
Yeah, I'd like to know. I'd like to have a proper ending to that alien story there, buddy. Because I need a proper ending.
There are updates to that story.
Are there really?
Mm-hmm.
No way. Do you have them?
I have them on my phone.
Okay.
This is a magical box here that I can get a bunch of stories out of.
Yeah. You know when you
So
go to
anyhow,
you know when you go to Scarborough
mhm.
and they see you pull out your phone,
Oh
they
yeah.
go, oh, "What is this magic box you have? What does it do? Are you a witch?" And then they make all sorts of references to the fact that you have your phone out and why you have it out because you shouldn't because it's the wrong time.
I went to Scarborough and I can't remember who I went with, but she had a map and she was looking at the map, seeing what all was around. Look at this, a woman reading. I was like, damn.
That was not me.
No, that was not you.
I
It
don't
was
need a
super
map
fun.
for Scarborough, okay?
Yeah, it was super funny the way they just straight up insulted her. This is great. One of those method actors. I love them.
That's
Anyways,
great.
anyway, okay. I don't do 1 a.m. walks anymore by Illustrious Ice 4720. Is that better? Okay. I used to always recommend that everyone at least once in their life experience the 1 a.m. walk.
No.
It's truly a magical time. No one around to hear you sing your favorite song, no one to see you do a bad dance on the sidewalk, and best of all, no one else is out and about to bother you. I would never recommend them now after what happened to me. That was the night I met him. I knew that I walked a bit too far from my house when I realized that I still had another 2 miles to go as my legs began to burn with exhaustion. I tried to ignore it, trying to think about how nice it was going to feel to crawl into my soft, warm bed and finally get some sleep. Normally, I would listen to some music, but my phone had died a mile back. So the quiet city was my only company. I could hear the far off noises of the occasional car, an ambulance miles away, and the sudden noise of someone behind me. Step, 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 step. I turned around to see someone covered in a bedsheet. Their body mostly obscured by the pictures of Elmo and his gang.
Oh no, you need to go.
While I have run into homeless before on my walks, even they usually were asleep at this time. The person under the bedsheet continued their walk towards me,
No.
taking 2 large steps, then sliding their opposing foot to stand at attention.
Weird.
Step, 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 step. I dealt with weirdos before on my walk like this. They never meant any harm, just in their own little world and didn't want to be bothered. Usually, they always want their own space, of which I always gave them happily. I glanced up and down the road. No one. And made my walk to the other sidewalk. My walk continued, but I could still hear them on the other side, continuing their repetitive walk. Step, 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 step. Their loud stomping snapped my neck around. Whoever was under that bedsheet had sprinted across the road, joining me on the same sidewalk again. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up as I felt the creepiness set in. It was at least 2 a.m. now. What was this guy doing outside? Why was he covered in a bedsheet? And why was he walking like that? I picked up the pace, much to the complaint of my legs, the burning feeling becoming stronger as I continued down the sidewalk. I was 40 minutes from home, so not that much more to walk. When I reached the residential area of my house, he should back off. As if on cue with me speeding up, I heard him pick up his pace as well,
Oh gosh.
the steps becoming louder and faster as he started to close the gap between us. Step, 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 step,
No.
step, step. A street light passed over me, and very soon passing over him as well. Turning around, the street light had illuminated the person under the bedsheet. It was a large man, his head upright as he looked right at me, his eyes following my every movement. I stopped in my tracks, turning away to confront him. What do you want? I yelled at him, only to watch him stop in his tracks. The eerie silence that followed showed just how silent the world around me was. The whole city seemed to hold its breath. I couldn't even make out a far-off car. Just a horrible quietness showing just how alone I was. I waited for a response, but the man just waited in response. His eyes never leaving me. Keeping my eye on him, I crossed the street, watching his head slowly turn as it followed me. I continued to walk up the sidewalk, keeping my eyes on him as he continued to wait. I turned to continue my walk, only to hear feet slamming against the floor behind me again. I turned to see he was back on my side of the sidewalk, continuing his walk at me. Step, 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 step. I couldn't take it anymore. Turning to sprint away, the sound of my feet slamming into hard pavement echoing down the empty streets. My legs burned, my lungs heaved as adrenaline was dumped into my body. I ran with all my might, hearing the sound of his footsteps slowly fade into the distance. I finally slowed down a mile down the road, breathing hard as the run shifted into a slow walk. My legs had started to give out after the long walk followed by a sprint. Begging for a moment to sit down, I sighed with relief as I turned into my neighborhood. The feeling of safety, relieving the tension I had through my body. I was almost home. A few blocks into my neighborhood, I started to write off my encounter. Probably just some drug addict playing a prank on me. I felt my body tense back up as I heard his footsteps behind me once again. Step, 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 step. I looked back in horror as the man had somehow followed me, his footsteps echoing down the street as he started to close the distance between us. I turned to run, my legs screaming against it, only getting a light jog out of them as my body began to shut down. I didn't make it that far before I was forced back into a walk. My home, only 6 blocks away. I turned behind me, only to see the man standing in silence. No longer walking. Had he finally given up? I turned back around to my home, only to hear his footsteps screaming down the street.
Oh, shit.
Step, 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 step. I turned around in horror as he pulled the sheet off of him, his shirt caked in blood, his eyes forming into an angry scowl as his eyes glared at me. His arms were stretching outwards as he sprinted towards me, his fingers covered in what seemed to be dirt. The sound of his steps filled my mind as I turned and joined his sprint, sprinting towards my house as my body dropped every ounce of adrenaline it had left. I could hear his footsteps growing louder as he closed the ground between us, but I didn't dare look back. I kept my eyes on my home, watching it grow larger and larger as I grew closer. I turned into my yard, jumping my fence and scrambling to pull the keys from my pocket, only to watch them fall to the floor.
Of course they did.
I shook as I picked up from the floor, glancing behind me, only to see the man standing outside the gate of my yard. I felt my body fall backwards as I collapsed to the floor, my legs finally giving out. I sobbed as I raised my arms, defending myself from the upcoming attack, yet it never came. I lowered my arms to look at the man. He was still standing outside the fence, refusing to enter. He looked at me with eyes filled with rage, as if I personally did something to offend him. He didn't utter a word. He didn't take a step towards me. Just turned, putting the sheet back on himself, and walked the way he came. Step, 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 step. My eyes didn't leave him until he left the block. Turning only too quickly, unlocked the door to back myself into the home. I locked every lock that night, checked, double-checked, and triple-checked, to make sure everything in my home was locked down. Blinds closed, back door locked, house alarm on, even barricaded my door in fear that he would return. After charging my phone so I could turn it back on, I called the police, but they couldn't even find him. Patrolling my neighborhood and the areas around, it yielded nothing. They told me they'd check again tomorrow, that I should get some sleep and come down to the police station to put in a report tomorrow. Despite what happened to me, I fell asleep quickly, my body exhausted from everything. My dreams quickly turned into nightmares as the worst of my fears bubbled up from my subconscious. I dreamt that he caught me, taking a bite out of my neck, as my blood joined the blood on his shirt. That he was angry that the chase for his prey ended so soon, and so anticlimactically. That he broke into my home. The sounds of glass shattering sounding so real in my dreams. That his footsteps were growing closer as he approached my room, sounding as if they were in the hallway right outside my door. Step, 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 step. The end.
That's what your dumbass gets for going outside at 1 a.m. You know what I've noticed?
What have you noticed?
I don't go outside to go for walks at stupid times,
Uh-huh.
and I don't get chased by crazy people.
You know what? That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to that statistic that I pulled out earlier, and just saying.
That was creepy. I did not care for that. I did not care for that at all.
Did you find the theme of this week? Yep.
Stupid people go for walks after 10 p.m.
After 10?
That's what time the other girl went.
She went around 1. She went
12, 12, 10
from
to
10
12.
to 12. Yeah.
Well.
But she broke her rule. She went at 1. So
Morons. Oh, it's this whole thing of, it's just so much sweeter to get into bed after. No, it's really not. You want to work out? Go to the gym.
Uh-huh. There's a fantastic machine, and it's got an endless loop that you can walk to your heart's content.
And you never have to worry about somebody chasing you.
And you know what?
On it.
And I also hear that you can buy one for your home.
You can.
My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Go for a 1 a.m. walk inside your living room.
Yeah, there you go. Safer.
Mm-hmm. This is safer. You could also watch Criminal Minds while you do it.
Yeah, and that'll teach you not to go outside at 1 a.m. for a walk. And why? Good gravy. Insane.
I love it. Oh, that was fantastic. I think both of those writers did a fantastic job. If that truly happened to you, the very first story, I'm glad you made it out of there safely.
I want more details.
And more details, please, because we're just hungry for knowledge.
Both those stories were very intense.
I felt like I got a good pace with it.
You leveled up a little bit there.
A little bit?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I still don't believe in it, but you leveled up there.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
they're human. Those guys were
sure.
inexplicably human.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. This one I will give to you. This one I will put human asterisks.
I am getting him over to my side, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Not on your side.
You just gave this to me, so
no, I said I will give you.
Ground.
I will give you the story.
Gaining
human
ground.
Asterisks.
I'm gaining ground.
Human asterisks.
Gaining ground. That's what I'm hearing.
It still could be something.
Honey, that's all I'm hearing is gaining ground.
It still could be something.
I'm gaining ground.
I don't like you.
You don't have to.
Just so.
Anywho, Monday.
Okay.
I went with my mother.
Uh-huh.
To Wichita Falls.
Yes, you did.
And Decatur.
Yes.
Well, I've never been to those two places. Wichita Falls seems like a very chill, laid back place. I think we were in downtown and there was nothing to indicate that other than some graffiti.
It's a small city.
Yeah, it was like the roads were empty. I was like, do they have people that live here? Like, what's happening?
I know a few people that live in Wichita Falls.
It was super cool, super quiet. Everybody that we encountered though was really nice.
Yeah.
But then we went to Decatur, and Decatur was a little bit more off the beaten path of the highway that we had been
Definitely been Decatur.
traveling on. Well, we go to one building, and we're like, okay, well, this is who we're looking for. Okay, well, you have to go. Do you know where the fire department is? And Mom's like, no. She's like, okay, well, I'll give you the address. So she gets the address to her. We're driving on these back roads. And during this time, from the time that we left our house to head out that way, we were listening to the podcast because Mom was behind a few episodes.
Uh-huh.
So we're driving.
Get on it, Barb.
We're driving. She should be caught up now.
Okay. Allegedly.
But we're driving through mostly in Decatur. And it's kind of, we're getting to the point where there's not a lot of people again.
Uh-huh.
But we're not in a downtown area. And Mom's like, this is not really the place I want to be after listening to some of these podcasts.
I love
was
it.
like, and I said this while we were camping and I was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So that's about all I've got for that, but it was funny.
So
you have updates.
I do.
One of these updates is the alien story.
What alien story?
One that the guy told. Were they not aliens? Monsters? What were they?
Which one?
That he couldn't go outside.
Oh,
holy jumping Jehoshaphat!
Oh, that one, illustrious ice.
Holy crap!
No, that's a whole ass story. I'm not reading that.
That's a whole story.
Yeah.
And you didn't decide to read that here and now?
Not yet. We'll get there.
But much.
We will get there. So I do have updates. Okay. So I'm going to show you a picture.
Okay.
It's going to be a little creepy.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me what you think if this jives what you thought of last week with the creature that was about to eat the kid.
Creature that was about to eat the kid with the cackling?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. Okay. Cool. So this update is from Dungeon Marshall.
Oh my gosh, this man. Man,
I know,
oh my gosh.
I had to be a little sneaky with it because
I love him.
I did not I wanted to do a little build up. Anyway, Dungeon Marshall.
Wait, where's my other picture?
Which one?
With the train.
Oh, I never got that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's how outrageous and outraged I feel.
Okay. Wait, train. No, that guy never responded with the train.
I thought he said he was going to. Who was it that said they were gonna? I could have sworn it was him. All right, it's not him. You're forgiven.
It's not him. Different Reddit user.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then wasn't there one that he was going to do a picture of?
Yes, and he never did.
Dungeon Marshall?
No.
No?
No. You're thinking of the train story.
I thought that was by him.
No, that was not.
Oh, well, it was so creepy. I thought it was.
It was.
Because he does a lot of creepy things.
Anywho, we're going to continue on. Okay, so update from Dungeon Marshall.
Okay.
It says, hey, you did very well done on your reading. Thank you very much. I'm still listening to the rest of the podcast at the moment. I'm actually behind, still need to catch up on episodes 18 and 19.
Wow, bro.
By the way, the explanation to the story. The creature is my take on a vampire. I prefer to stick close to old folklore as opposed to the heartthrob, love-struck vampires you see in modern media.
Yeah.
In some vampire lore, the idea of a cross being used to ward the creature depended not on the object itself, but on the faith behind it.
Yep, that's true.
For my story, I wanted to use this idea of faith and believe as being the ultimate weapon against the creature. So the light was one more like that of a supernatural one, emitting from the blanket, or rather the belief in its protection.
Okay.
Not exactly a Slimer Casper as described in the story. This was the best I could get out of AI imaging. I'm going to go ahead and upload this onto our Facebook and
Instagram
account. I told him it looks amazing, very similar to what I was imagining, which it was, and I did say that. And he says, okay.
He says, like my little green
little
dude.
Slimer. Okay. He said, I just caught up myself with the missed episodes. Coincidentally, I was enjoying a hot cup of tea when I started episode 18, which is everything in its place.
Oh, that's funny.
That is super funny. I'm sorry your wife was less than enthused concerning Mr. Gory,
I'm sorry.
but kudos to her on powering through and even making her deadline on it. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Oh, if I have a deadline, I'm good.
I hereby extend an olive branch to her in pursuit of peace and promise to never again suggest another report.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That
I don't mind reports. I really don't.
that was fantastic. Dungeon Marshal, love it. Thank you again
I don't
for
know
the
where
great
you
story.
live, but I hope it's like somewhere near Texas. We need to meet you.
Yeah, come on down to Texas. We'll have a beer and I'll cook you a steak. You gave us a bunch of
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He's
you
so
gave
nice.
you gave us a bunch of stories and some pictures too. I'll cook you a steak.
I mean, do you have more updates?
I do. I have one more.
Okay, well, I'm going to touch back on his comment about reports when you're done.
Okay. So this next update is coming from Mr. Connor from the Chills and Thrills podcast.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop.
I know. He's knocking out our episodes. He sent me a little screenshot today and he's got them downloaded and he's listening to them. So, yes. Welcome finally, Connor. And then
you sound like a super great guy, and I know I'm gonna meet you on Saturday. I'm probably not gonna be able to pull it out with the Chills and Thrills because I just can't with the horror.
With the horror,
Yeah,
it's not all horror. We're doing National Lampoon. And I
already told you I'm gonna struggle just to watch that movie.
Christmas Vacation. Okay,
anyway,
so he says, so I'm 6 episodes into Make Me Believe, and I think it was episode 5 when your wife says that she was going to try not to be such a bitch. Says, and I literally laughed out loud at work, and my coworkers were like, "Dude, you okay?" Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I hope I'm succeeding. If not, well,
I think you are.
I mean,
you called 2 people morons today,
but it was way less than the last time I called somebody moron.
Yes. I edited about 30 seconds of you just saying moron.
Which one was that?
I don't remember, but it was
early on.
It was early on, very early on.
Well, I don't believe in it, and when people, to me, it's common sense. Do not do this, and then when people do it, I'm like, you're stupid. Why would you do that? Like, what common sense did that make? And who screwed you up that you can't make smart choices? Okay?
Absolutely love it.
Okay?
I love it.
Like,
where your brain goes. It's so funny.
So, some bambino rang my doorbell on Monday after I got back from going out with my mom. Side note, if y'all have a Nothing Bundt Cakes near you, according to my mother, you need to go get the Andes peppermint chocolate cake. And for me, you need to go get the coconut cream snowflake sweet thing, whatever that one's called.
Okay.
So flippin' good. Anyway,
yes, it was. It was very delicious.
So
even though it had coconut on it.
You don't like coconut?
It didn't have a lot of coconut, so I was pretty good.
Well, you ate it and I was fine. Because then I didn't have to share much. It's great. But when I got home, I was like, I'm going to fold the clothes, clean up our bedroom, and kind of get rid of some of the winter or get rid of some of the summer stuff, bring in the winter. So all of a sudden the doorbell rings or knocks. Somebody knocks on the door and the dog is not happy about this. And I'm like, okay, weird. So I kind of go and I peek around the corner and I see a human there because sometimes she barks at nothing. And then she rings the doorbell. I was like, well, I'm not answering the door unarmed.
Yeah.
So I go and I get my pistol and I get my phone because you don't go to the door without those 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I open the door and she's like, oh, hi, ma'am. And I was like, are you selling something? And she goes, yes, I am. And I said, do you not see the no soliciting sign? She goes, oh, didn't your neighbors tell you I was coming? I'm
what?
Like, no, I'm not interested in buying anything.
We don't really talk to our neighbors much.
We talked to 2 neighbors.
Yeah, we talked to 2 neighbors.
3, we'll say 3, because when Miss Dale's out, we talk to her.
Yes, that's true. We talked to 3 neighbors. And all 3 of those lovely people. and they're wonderful neighbors.
But they know me, and they know better than to send people to my house.
That is true. So, that being said,
I don't know what she wanted, but there was a phone in one hand and a gun in the other, and a pit bull behind me.
mm-hmm, you're ready for war.
Like, no,
War.
so anytime I hear a noise, my phone and my gun, those are the two things that I have.
That's it.
Because those are the two things you need. You see those things, people walk in their door and they leave their door unlocked. Like, honestly, I'm surprised that dude had the wherewithal to lock all his doors.
He did. Good job. Good job, dude.
Like,
I mean, yeah, the guy broke in and
I thought that was a dream.
said it felt really real.
Okay, well, I took that as a dream.
Ah.
I'm taking it as a dream.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
Don't ruin my life for me.
All right, gotcha. Not ruining tonight's sleep.
It's a dream.
Gotcha.
Oh, please. There ain't nobody getting in my house.
Okay.
And
Woman, we're both armed.
I know. And we have a dog.
And we have the
And she
dog.
sleeps with us.
Yes. Yes.
And the little one's got a sensor on his window, and you can't get through the big one's window because he's got a dresser
Dresser and
half
lock.
blocking it. And
Yeah,
they're all locked, and they've
they're
got the little
locked and they're
extra
thick
locks on the
and it's just-
inside.
Stop giving everybody our.
You can't get
it's
into
a-
this house without me knowing. There's
Yes.
no way for you to get into this house. Everything has at least 2 locks on it.
Listen, we ready.
Listen, my whole life I've prepared for this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have. Very weird. It's not so much as a what are those people called that they go to preppers? It's not really a prepper. You're not to that level, but you like I'm defending the home, but not
I'm prepared.
not like saving up years of food in a bunker.
No, Mimi used to save a lot of food, but she was also born during the Depression, so
Yeah, that's true.
she used to have a lot of food.
Yeah. So anywho,
But you have to be prepared because you can't go with the mindset of it's never going to happen to me.
mm-hmm.
Because it might not ever happen to you, but you should be prepared for it to happen just in case.
Prepared.
So we're going to talk about that too. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, like, and you've heard this, there are just different levels of awareness.
Different levels.
You have code white, where you
Boom.
just pay attention to nothing. You're a moron.
Mhm.
You're the people that cause problems.
Mhm.
Then you have code yellow, which is where I am always at, where I am constantly paying attention. Everything around me. Code orange. Holy crap. Shit's about to go down.
High alert.
Then you got red. You're in it. It's bad. It's not good. Holy crap. Problems.
Jump the mag.
Only if it's empty. So I'm going to touch back on this, what were you saying?
Dump the mag. It's, you fire all the shots.
Never heard that in my life.
You've never heard that? We've
No, because we don't speak like that with real guns.
heard that multiple times.
Was it in a movie or a TV show?
Listen, this is irrelevant.
Okay. All right. Half the time in these TV shows, they call them clips. They're not clips. They're magazines.
Unless
Because
they're clips.
magazines have a spring,
Unless they're
clips,
clips.
hold them in, and those are generally for rifles. If you want to fight this, you can call my dad.
Hey, everybody. So we're back to
Okay,
changing
anyway,
the
listen.
podcast name.
Listen, okay. So,
The Haunted Bullet.
yeah, no. Yesterday, when the boys got home, I asked the little one what was Sunday. And he looked at it, the calendar, and he was like, it was the 7th. I said, of what? And he goes, December. And I said, what happened on that day? And he goes, the bombing of the USS Arizona. And I said, okay. And what happened on that? So we got it all figured out and everything. And then we called my dad. And so I had Noah repeat it to him. And dad thought that was just the coolest freaking thing. And so then dad goes, well, you need to ask him. Now he can't Google it. He needs to just be able to research in a book. What U.S. ship was in almost every major battle during World War II? And so I had an idea of what I thought it was. And so I'm going to look it up because I'm not going to ask him because then I have to write a report. So I looked it up. And so then my dad and I are on the phone for like the next 10, 15 minutes talking about this ship, how big it was, this kind of class that it was, what it did, the battles that it was in. And then we start talking about how it had references in pop culture. Did you know that the Enterprise Rent-A-Car named after that ship?
Interesting.
Yeah, didn't know that. And so we spent all the time on there, and I was like, "Yeah, this is my life." And he goes, "Oh, sorry, I was on my tangent." I was like, "Dad, my whole life I'm used to this. This does not bother me." But anyway, reports are fun for me. I might not always like my subject, but I'll do it. But anyway, let me tell you about Friday.
Haunted
S-
ammo,
Adrian over here, he's a nice person.
allegedly.
So he gets home from work and he's like, okay, we got to go. So we get changed and all that and we head out. We head up to Roanoke. He won't tell me where we're going or what we're doing. We get out of the car and we go into this hotel. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. Then we stop in front of a sign and the sign says Jim Cummings. For those of you who don't know, heathens, Jim Cummings, to me, is the most important voice on the planet for this particular role, is Winnie the Pooh.
Jim Cummins' voice is Winnie the Pooh.
And I love Winnie the Pooh. He's my favorite ever. So Adrian got VIP tickets for us to go into this art show to meet Jim Cummings. So I got to meet Jim Cummings and I got to have a picture with him and he signed a paper for me. And my nickname is Pooh Bear.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wrote on there Kaylyn and then he little heart and then he did Pooh. And it was so cute and it was so exciting.
Okay.
And it was very exciting and I loved it and it was amazing. And it was so much fun. I was like a giant child. It was so cool.
Full on geek moment in there. That was great.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Okay. All right.
So we'll see you guys again next week.
Hey.
Maybe, possibly.
Hey, you're jumping the gun now.
No, I'm not.
I ruined the intro. You're not.
I'm not ruining the exit. I promise you that.
Okay.
Because I can still say, we'll see you guys next week, maybe. And you can still say, hey, Kaylyn, I have a question for you.
Hey, before we get out of here,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
I'm pretty sure I have an answer for you.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I almost always have an answer.
Okay. All right. Do you believe?
No, not even a little bit.
Oh, you liar. All right.
Nope.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you again for joining us. It's always a pleasure. And tune in next week.
Bye.
Bye now.